What's up, guys? Thanks for clicking on the channel. I got a new manga haul of things that I recently picked up, and I just wanted to show them off to people and see what people think, maybe get some opinions, and share my opinions on series that I am continuing. So, the first thing I actually picked up was I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I have heard a lot of good things about the film. I know it's supposed to be very emotional, but I haven't gotten the chance to actually go through it yet. I am really excited to see what it's about. I also like that it's just one volume. That means the whole story is going to be contained, and I'll be able to go through it pretty quickly. If it's anything like Orange or like Fruits Basket area, I think I'm gonna really like it. Yeah, that's the first one I got. And I got this for a really good deal. I think the price, as you can see here, it retails for about $20 US. I think I actually picked it up for about, I want to say like $7. So I was really happy with that price, and it was a big reason why I ended up picking it up. The next series that I ended up picking up was Gangsta Cursed. So I don't know if everyone is aware of this series. I think most people know of Gangsta. This is actually a spin-off series. I've read the first 2 volumes of this. I think it definitely feels within that same universe of Gangsta. If you like Gangsta, I'm sure you'll like this. Obviously, if you haven't read Gangsta, no point of picking this up. It actually focuses on one of my favorite characters, which is Marco Adriano. And you might be able to tell, they're a lot younger. This is when they were more like, I'd say young teens. And it focuses a lot on Marco's backstory of how he used to be with hunters. And now, in the future, where we have just a regular gangsta story, he's now on the side of Twilight's. And so far, it seems like the story is going to have a main focus on how his relationship with Connie developed. He's one of my favorite characters. I really love the relationship he has with Connie. I'm excited to get through 5. I have 4 as well. Which also looks great. And then volume 3, which I recently picked these up too. I think I got them for like 8 something, which is a pretty good deal because these are the Bizbigs, which go for about 13 normally. But I've read the first 2. I like it so far. I would say it's a little more violent than the original Gangsta series. A lot of blood. I would see there's a little less dialogue as well. But the fight scenes are really good. I'm hoping that they'll be a little more substantial in these next couple of volumes. But I hope that there's good payoff. So far, I think it does its job as a side story. But for characters that I really found to love between Marco and Connie, I would hope that they would go into a little more detail, or at least be able to show why, to express a little more why that their relationship works so well. Because we kind of just get to see the surface level of the relationship versus the why the relationship came to be. The next series I picked up, I actually got a really good deal on Wandering Island Volume 2. I picked it up from a website for about 7 something, which is a Dark Horse title. But then I found out like the first volume is actually going out of print. And so I went and picked that up as well. and I got it for a good price. I think I got it for less than $10. The first volume that I got, though, was actually torn, so I let Amazon know. They gave me a replacement, and now I have 2 volumes of that. I know that volume 1 is actually a lot more expensive now. I wouldn't say it's out of print, but it seems like it's out of stock in a lot of places. I don't know if they're going to reprint because it's Dark Horse. But I decided to go ahead and pick up these volumes before they were out of print, and if I don't like them, I shouldn't have a hard time selling them. I haven't actually gotten the chance to read through them yet, though, so if you're somebody that's actually read through it, please let me know. I would love to hear a little more about what this story has to offer. It seems kind of a bare bones story from what it sounds like to me, but since I know who the author is, I have a feeling that I'm gonna enjoy it. Yeah, I got those. Next volume I picked up was Blue Flag by Kaito. I actually picked this up more on a whim. I like romance series, but I feel like there are only certain ones that I really fall in love with. Some series, I think, can be too formulaic, and this one seems like there is enough differentiating it from other series that I will continue to enjoy this and pick it up. I think this is going to be more of a back burner series for me at the moment. It might just be because I have a lot of other series I'm trying to complete. But so far I enjoy it. The dynamic seems interesting between the 3 characters. I gotta say, the main girl kind of annoyed me. But the main character basically says everything that I think when approached with the same kind of attitude and actions that the main female protagonist comes out and does. And I also really like the second guy. Sorry, names are escaping me. It's been a while since I read this volume, but I think both of the male leads are interesting enough, and the relationships between all 3 of them, whether it's between the 2 guys or one of the guys and the girl, they're all very different. I'm kind of interested to see how things go, because it seems like we know that she likes him, but the reality is this guy doesn't like her, and we're just trying to see how that's going to play out, because he is the middleman between both of them. I think the volumes are really nice. This is a Bizbig, so they are a little pricier. I think based on that, I'm probably going to wait to pick up the next volume. Next couple of volumes, I think it's out to volume 4. But, yeah, Blue Flag. If you like romance, I would say it's probably a good one to pick up. Next one I have is Real. This is volume 14. This is a series that's been on hiatus for a while. I think I picked up the first 13 volumes probably at least 2 years ago. I really like this series, but it seems like the last couple of volumes that I've picked up have, I think it's 14 and 13, have started focusing on another character that was not a main character. Out of kind of nowhere, at least from my memory. I think this is definitely a series I'm going to have to read through once again, to kind of get back into into where it was, or an understanding where everything was going in the story. But I found it really fascinating. I think Takahiko Inoue does a really good job of just building characters. There's no like superpowers or some kind of alternate world. He just writes good characters that keep you interested in knowing what's happening with them. They feel very, well, real. They feel like real people. And I really enjoy that about Takahiko Inoue's stories, whether it's Real or Slam Dunk or, man, Vagabond. So freaking good. Yeah, I know that this series, I believe, just came out of hiatus, and I think volume 15 is supposed to come out soon. If that's the case, I'm definitely going to be picking up that volume. I need to find time to go through this story again, because I really love it. I'm a big basketball fan, played basketball in school, and I'm definitely invested in knowing what's going to happen next. The last one I got, which was actually a used volume, I picked this up from eBay. I really loved the film In This Corner of the World. I thought it was one of the best films that came out as like an anime film the year that it did. I want to say it was like 2016, I think, is when it came out. It came out the same year as Your Name, and I felt like this film just did not get the love that it should have. I just wish more people would have seen this film. I know that it's available on Netflix. Definitely would recommend checking that out if stories about World War II interest you. And in particular, what I liked about this is it wasn't so centered on the war itself, but the way that civilians had to live during this time of war, and that there was a lot of pain that was being felt just by them alone. The main character is really great. She's a sweetheart, but goes through a lot. And if that sounds like something that is up your alley, then yeah, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. And it's a pretty pricey volume, but the film, at a minimum, I think is worth your time. But yeah, that's my haul. That's everything that I picked up. If you've read through any of these, then maybe that I haven't, I'd love to know a little bit more about them. And if anybody is looking for the first volume of Wandering Island, definitely hit me up. I'll figure out a way to get it to you. Okay, thanks guys.